Oh, you start off. Oh man, he's starting off with the Yeats. He's starting off with the Cody Rowe, because
Nonsense.
that's what I'm pick for
Day
next week.
one. Nonsense.
Oh
Day
man.
one.
Oh, Attitude Era Pod. Y'all know what it is. We live. Y'all. Hey, if you ain't know, now you know. Jay Uso is going to the
Uh.
next. The main event. The main the main event. Hey, he got a real main event next
I'm
week.
telling you now, HP, I'm randomly doing this all night.
Yo, if you do that all night, hey, salute to you, brother. But next week, keep that same energy because he got a tough task. He got a
And
tough
guess what?
task next.
Next week, we're going to all yeet together.
Hey, I don't know about that. I don't
And
know,
I'm
man.
talking like this all night too.
My man got to see. He has to see Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. That play's gonna be electric next week. It's gonna be electric. I ain't gonna hold you. That
You got two of the biggest baby faces.
yeah.
And as much as we say Cody's reign wasn't good, Cody Rhodes is still over. We just didn't really like the title reign, but it's gonna be the battle of the entrances.
Like the battle of the bands. You know what I'm saying? Like
Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso having the verses next week.
hey, and it's going down. You better be tapped into Netflix because I can assure you that next week when they get it in, pause.
Shout out to Adam. Shout out to SCB First Lady. What's happening? Yeah, we about to get into this Raw thing. And I'm
Yeah,
eating all night.
I'm, I'm enjoy. Every time you do, I got to match that. Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes,
Vinny, I
Cody.
give it a 7.5. It wasn't a bad show, and it pushed things forward. Some things I could have, you know what I'm saying, skipped through, but I didn't. I sat through the whole show. We could get through it, HP. If you didn't know
Your
what
man.
you're watching an Attitude Era podcast, Monday Night Raw. Recap: the doors to the church are now open.
I love it. I love it. I think 7 is a good score for it. Whenever you push the story forward, especially the summer is pretty packed. You got Saturday night main event, you got a king and queen of the ring, you have a night of champions, and we all and the culmination is SummerSlam. You know, it almost feels like the next season, like the lead up to WrestleMania was the season, like the Royal Rumble, the Saturday night, the Elimination Chamber, Mania, right? And it feels like they got that momentum back. They got a little
Yeah,
momentum going.
whatever they did, it worked. Because, like I said, I was excited. I ain't going to hold you. I see my man Polo in the chat, Horseman 97. He going to hate that I'm going to say this, and we going to get into this show. I like Jey Uso win tonight. I liked it.
I like the match it
It
gives
felt
us.
good. It felt Jey Uso is he's an ultimate underdog. So when he gets the dub, it feels good. And it just, and then
I
the
think
way he won, like there's a lot of stories intertwined into this thing.
they're WWE is doing a lot right now that it's either going to pay off big or it's going to go. You guys, you stretched yourself too thin, and I'm hoping it pays off big. You know, I love to see a good story, but they got a lot of storylines between Cody Rhodes coming out to save Jey Uso, and next week we ain't even in the finals yet. But next
And
week
there was
it's
a
Jey
lot of
Uso.
interference in that last match, which I thought was cool. I like to see people pop out and just have a little effect and go. But yeah, it was a good
And it
main
all
event.
makes
I ain't gonna
sense.
hold you.
It
Good main
it
event.
all made sense, you know, because there was a point I thought Jey Uso was not going to do it, and I'm like, oh, okay, they are gonna go it, and then, oh, I'm wrong. Oh, I am wrong. They're pulling the trigger on this, so I'm happy. I'm happy with the result. I'm happy. It's just him, Oos. It's just him. I ain't that happy for that man yet. His pops out here talking reckless.
Oh, let me say this now. Rikishi Fatu whether you know him from being the Sultan or dancing with Too Cool, he's going to be trending tomorrow, without a doubt. Rikishi will be trending tomorrow.
100%. 100%. I do say this. Salute to Jay Uso. When is the final? So I'm understanding the finals of the King of the Ring is at Night of Champions. And then the winner, whoever comes out of that, will get their shot at SummerSlam. Is
At
that how this is
Goldberg?
working? Just when you start getting high, they go low. You know what I'm saying? Did you watch it? Did you ask for him? You weren't even born when he used to wrestle. Did you see his streak? Did you see when they tased him? So you asked for Goldberg. Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. I'm just trying to
Shout out to
figure it out.
Scott Hall. Rest in peace. Shout out to Scott Hall.
Who asked for him?
Is this happening in Saudi Arabia?
I already see it in the chat. Yeah.
Then we know who asked for him. We know. And guess what?
I just feel
You're
like
not going to tell the person who asked for Goldberg, no. You're not going to do that. Because that no comes with a price. The $1 Million Man said everybody has a price. And that no comes with some financial.
Oh, no. It's in Atlanta. That's right. You did say that.
Oh, so it's not in Saudi.
It's not in Saudi. So, yeah, it's in Atlanta. They coming in the chat. Yeah, it's in Atlanta. That's right. And Goldberg said it in his thing.
Hey, who's sitting out watching for 10 years? You better find you a bunch of things to watch on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, because it's happening.
I think Gunther gets that title, keeps it, but I think this though too. I don't think there was really a need to bring Goldberg back. I remember rumors back he said he was going to do one final match. I remember when people asked for Brock and Gunther. I remember that. People were looking for it. They did a face-off in the Rumble. The next year's Rumble, Brock was replaced by Braun Breaker, and we ain't never seen Brock again. I don't know when Goldberg
real
came
quick. Then we get into the show. Vinny says, "Hey, sometimes you gotta pop out and show him." Chris said, "Goldberg beat Gunther. He not watching for 10 years." Doshi says, "I don't care for Goldberg back. He didn't even get a massive pop." Chris Wallace said, "The streak was not real." You're not real, man. I don't know who asked for it. Is it going to be a squash? Probably. Maybe Gunther pulls it off and this really helps Gunther, then they get another match, maybe down the line. But I can't see it being a one and done and him winning the title. Unless they hot potato it to Gunther again, but that just makes Gunther look silly.
Yeah, there's no need. He needs to beat Goldberg clean, end it, get ready to do something crazy, and then someone interferes.
Every time I see a yeet in the chat, I'm going crazy. Shout out to Mike. It's just me, Oos.
I'd rather see if Goldberg wins that belt. Yeah, I'm gonna tap out for a little bit too, bro. Because what's the point? Why are you putting on these old stars? That's like Hogan doing that. You know, you have no reason to do that.
Let me tell you something, Jerry. Come on, Gamad. Come on, Gamad.
Oh, he on that. Oh, yeah. I like this version. I like this version of Gamage. You don't know what Gamage you're going to get, but tonight we're going to get the floor is yours, good brother. Let me slide these panties to the side.
Oh, man, he come in getting the ISO.
Okay, so how many people again wanted you to drop this belt last week? How many people was that again?
I was one of them, but
I did. I was
tonight,
happy with it.
We like this.
I was happy with it.
Okay, so are we still? Does it still make sense he dropped it?
Gamage coming here like Nino Brown. Don't nobody know nothing.
Yeah, I do think it does make sense.
Before I make change, you pretty mother.
I
Dang,
do
come
think it
on.
makes sense.
He's got that cat over his eyes. What's up, bro? You good?
I'm good. I just wanna hear if it made sense. I just wanna know why before I start preaching real quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay, okay. I do think it makes
I'm
sense.
gonna even go and mute my mic.
I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna give he's gonna get the floor right back. I do think it makes sense for a couple things. One, if they wanted to do this match, obviously there was no stopping them, but Jey Uso has less good matches singles than Gunther. That's one. Two, if they're looking at it from a ratings perspective and they're looking at, even though it might be a little unfair to do that because you've been bringing both champions on Raw, so that might be a little unfair. But if they're looking for as who can give you better match types for what you're trying to head into with the King of the Ring, SummerSlam, etc., I think Gunther is your guy. And Gunther is the best heel they got as far as not one of your top tier Seth Rollins until they crown him and they gave him the money in the bank. So without ruining too much, I do think they did that. Jey Uso versus Goldberg doesn't
Had to get
draw
my
nothing.
glasses. They're gonna say yeet
I
on
mean,
them
neither
next
really just
time.
Gunther and Goldberg, but I mean, that's it. That's the only thing. I just think the matchups going into the summer are going to favor Gunther.
Okay, so I'm gonna cancel out the ratings reason because that could go either way. So I won't even bring up the rating. So you had Goldberg come out. He mentioned it's gonna be at Saturday Night Main Event, July. It was July what? July like the 10th, 11th. Don't remember the time. So what happens at Night of Champions? What's Gunther doing?
I think what Jey Uso did at Elimination Chamber, nothing.
So you telling me
Remember, he
he
sat out
couldn't?
one.
So you're telling me he couldn't? We couldn't postpone that for Night of Champions, and at least had Gunther win it then. That still would have given you 2 to 3 weeks to hype up Gunther and Goldberg.
Okay, I'll ask this because I'm not sure of the dates. When is Night of Champions? Because I know Saturday Night Main Event is July 12th. That might be the only thing I could say. Because I'm off the top of my head. I know someone in the chat's gonna come up with it.
I think it's next weekend. Night of Champions is next weekend.
No, it's not next weekend because
Not
it
next
can't
weekend.
be.
It's not next weekend.
Uh-uh. What? June 28th?
Yeah, next weekend.
Closest thing I got to Ulafala is some Mardi Gras beads, and I got my Jey Uso glasses on. I'm gonna mute my mic again.
Yo, I'm about to Mike, SCB First Lady. Y'all might be if y'all right, y'all right.
Yeah, next weekend. And Saturday Night Main Event is
Okay,
what?
I'm with you on this. Then walk us down your path. Then my excuse. I thought Night of Champions was after Saturday Night's Main Event,
No, but when Saturday Night Main Event, it's July something. I just want to make sure
July
I'm getting
12th.
the
It's July
12th.
12th. My homeboy's wedding is in. I'm not gonna be here for that. I'm being in the Carolinas for a wedding.
Okay, so they've clearly kept the current tradition of doing their PLEs 2 to 3 weeks apart. So what would have made it any different if you had just let Gunther or Jay have his last moment at a big PLE event? You and on top of that, you had Jay cut a promo which made him look stupid because he said, "I got him. He beat me for the belt. It's 1-1." That don't erase the other 3 to 4 times he beat your ass. It don't. So now I gotta look at it like you basically gave away your rematch, and you cool with that? You know how stupid this made to me. This made Jay look so stupid.
Damn. Hey,
But
chat.
y'all wanted him to lose it. This is what we dealt. Now we
Got my
stuck with
Mardi
this.
Gras beads, Ulafala, my glasses, and my gold teeth. I'm cutting my mic back off.
But I'm done with that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, Gamaj. When you break it down like that, I don't have a rebuttal. I think your reasoning and logic is legit. Why don't we just do because wrestlers, I mean, I know the Triple H era they wrestle way less, but they should be somewhat used to wrestling within 2 weeks. It shouldn't be an issue. Um I feel like they're alternating PLEs. Someone's gonna do Saturday Night Main Event, someone's gonna do the next one, someone's gonna do this one, and then Street Profits. No matter what, you won't get a PLE. You're going on to SmackDown before the PLE because we want to keep the ratings up there. And
Yeet.
it's like, and it's some
Yeet.
RG is crashing out. RG crashing out. So I don't have a rebuttal for that, brother, because timeline wise, the time works to me. Let Jay lose it at the PLE. He won it at the biggest PLE.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lose it there and then let Goldberg come out to say something. Hey, I heard
All right,
y'all
I'm
coming
back.
back to Atlanta.
I don't know what got into me. It's
I heard y'all
infectious.
coming back to Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the other thing that made it look bad on Jay, you even had Liv Morgan cut a promo saying, "I still got my rematch clause I ain't used to get the belt." I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. I don't
Chat,
understand
y'all.
what's up with these rematch
Y'all,
clauses.
chat, y'all.
Archie crazy. Archie done lost it, brother. He done got on that Jay Uso juice.
I'm going to buy
That
some
shit.
Air Force
Oh,
Ones tomorrow, and I'm kicking everybody I see in the street. I'm just super kicking, but I might go to jail. So
I hate that shit. 4 letters, 1 word. When it was yeet, it was cool. And then like what? What?
yeah,
Yeet. No, brother.
I'm going to wish Jay was so happy birthday in the DM. I don't even know if it's his birthday. I don't know.
But Archie, going back to something you said, it did feel good to watch Jey Uso win tonight. It is a big match feel with him and Cody Rhodes, which is good because I always felt like Jey Uso was a really good mid carder. So to see him and you just heard me say it, it's a big match feel with him and Cody means he really is turning into a main event level star. That world title run, who's only 51 days, it obviously elevated him a little, at least a little bit. At least. So I'm not really mad at that. I'm really not. And there's
The
no
way this Raw ended, I was watching Bronson Reed, right? When he hit that tsunami, that's a very simple move, right? He's just literally doing a splash off the top rope, but the way they sell it is how it reminds me of like the old school WWF. Like it was Bronson Reed's like a throwback to me, right? And that ending felt like how a Raw Attitude Era Raw would have ended. And then next week we tie in all these stories, and then it makes sense. It just felt different. And seeing Jay get the win, it was cool. So
one thing I didn't like
I
seeing.
never thought I'd be saying that. So shout out to
One
Jay.
thing I didn't like seeing. Liv Morgan, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the word? Y'all think it's, you know what I mean? Shoulder dislocations are crazy. AC joints, because sometimes it don't look like much of
Here's my
nothing.
thing. If it was against anybody else that was a threat to her losing that title, I would have said maybe it's a work, but pulling that off during a match with Kairi Sane made no sense.
At a random point in the match, too.
Yeah. I missed which shoulder it was. Was it her right or her left?
The right.
And down this way, yeah, it's all right.
Oh, okay.
She should have been practicing her yeets, and that the ligaments and that rotator cuff would have been in better shape.
His son had to get surgery on his joint. You know what I'm
I
saying, for
told my
boxing.
rotator cuff. It's no fun unless it was dislocated, like we just saw Priscilla Kelly, aka Gigi Dolan. We don't know.
He had a torn labrum, so sometimes it's not even a dislocation. You know what I'm saying? It's so much stuff that goes on in the shoulder between AC joints, dislocations, labrums. Like it's a lot that goes into being able to rotate your arm and do this. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. So who knows what it could be? Hopefully, it's something small, a stinger or some sort. But
I just hate to see champions forfeit titles due to injuries because sometimes you get it back, and then sometimes you
that shit
become
looks
Finn
crazy.
Balor.
I just got that little text from the who just dropped that little tweet. It was a tweet. I think it was WrestleOps or somebody. But it said Liv Morgan's injury is legit too, 100%. It ain't even a work.
The way she rolled out the ring told me she wasn't acting. Like she just was like, get away from me. And the ref had to stop Kairi Sane from, you know what I'm saying, getting to her.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree. You got to protect yourself. That you have to protect. Wrestling is worse. Wrestling and boxing are the worst two sports when it comes to protecting yourself. Like MMA, usually when someone gets like unconscious, the fight ref will stop it. Boxing, you get knocked unconscious. As long as you're back on your feet before 10, go ahead and get that brain rattled some more. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of
Wrestling,
that's up to the ref discretions because even in MMA, the fighter argue you stop this too soon. I'd rather you stop this fight too soon than you know what I'm
that's
Too
what I'm
saying.
late.
saying. MMA has the most protected. They're the most protected. Boxers, you just have to answer a 10, and they'll push down in your hands to verify that you give resistance, so you're kind of somewhat aware. But there's a lot of times people are out on their feet, and that's the worst time to get hit in the head afterwards. Wrestling, when they get hurt, and sometimes they don't. Like I just watched an interview. Logan Paul said when he did that, uh, the flip on the outside onto on the table, he said he thought he broke both his shins. He had to like wait a second for his adrenaline to kind of, because they be like hype, they be the crowd going, the adrenaline's pumping, and we've watched like Rick Rude damn near break his back, Shawn Michaels damn near break his back, and they finished the match. Stone Cold, like
Yeah,
Jesus
Stone
Christ,
Cold breaking
man.
his neck was very weird that he
Yeah.
finished that. I think I forgot who was in the match with Triple H, and it was like I think it was the Miz or somebody. They said they were unconscious for part of that match and didn't even know it. But he was
Yeah.
like
Oh
Triple H
man.
took such good care of him. Like
Yes. Oh man, I seen that interview.
he said he was unconscious and don't remember what might have been Kurt Angle. It was one of
E-
those
e-
big names, and they
Even the
said
British
Triple H
Bulldog,
carried him through the match because he was unconscious. So
even the British Bulldog, right? You go back to Wembley Stadium, him and Bret Hart, their headline. British Bulldog was so high he had no idea what he was doing, and Bret had to carry that match. He wasn't injured, but he
Polo
was
said
just
it was the Miz. Yeah, Miz
was
said,
the Miz.
yeah, because it was a table
Yeah.
spot. He's
Oh
like, part of
man.
this match, I don't even remember. Like,
Yeah.
imagine watching something that you don't remember you went through.
And you went, yeah, and the crowd's cheering. They're going crazy. It's a memorable match,
Shout out to my
but you don't
boy
remember.
James Thomas. He fights MMA professionally. He says, like, sometimes when you in an MMA fight, like, I know they're protected. Like, you just, it's moments you don't remember when you get hit because your brain
Yeah,
is
100%.
all dangerous. So imagine you just wake up and you're in the middle of a fight and don't know how you got there. That's scary.
You can get slammed. Boom, right on the back of your cerebellum. You'll black out for a split second. No one knows because your body is in like that muscle memory. It's going through the motions. You've been training so hard. Your body is going through shit. Lights are off. Lights are on, but nobody's home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it comes with it. And like I said, the closer I get to wrestling, like working with wrestling companies and Pro Wrestling 225, it's it's a lot. It's a lot people put their bodies through. But shout out to Liv Morgan. Hopefully, it's nothing
yeah,
serious to where she has to relinquish her title because that'll definitely put a pause on her momentum. And Liv's been
mhm.
hot for the past 2-3 years, bro. So,
Yeah.
Salutes
and
are
like I said, you
dude.
either
Literally,
bounce back or you become, no disrespect, Finn Balor.
that shit got to be studied. Him, Shinsuke Nakamura, that
Speaking of
shit got to be studied.
Shinsuke, guess who's back? Oscar's back. I liked it.
Speaking of Shinsuke, Oscar's
Well, they both Japanese.
yo, I didn't know where he was going. I was like, that was last week when Shinsuke was in the match. It was like Oscar's
Oh no,
back. I
Oscar's
was like,
back.
oh shit,
Yeah, and she
oh
won.
shit.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Oscar.
Yo, I hate that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm cool that she won. I'm cool that she won. I think but you did no promo for her, no vignettes for her, no saying this is my division. I might have left and been
She
gone.
talked after the match. They ran a little promo last week.
That's horrible. We had to find out she was coming back after being gone a year by. Remember, I put the thing up on the screen that one week with all the people when they. And I'm like,
Yeah, they,
oh
they
shit,
just leaked
Oscar's in
her.
here.
They leaked her on the chart.
Yeah, like, bro, what we doing? WWE. You gave us. I mean, come on, man. Oscar's a 4-time world champ. Put some respect on the name. Don't just let her
Yeah.
walk back in with no history. You got people who just tapped into wrestling who might have tapped out during her time as champ and don't know who she is. people tap in and out of wrestling. So I was pretty upset that WWE didn't like. You know what I'm saying? So now you see her and Stephanie McCure. You really don't know how big this is. Seeing those two in the ring, and we're getting that.
It's actually a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at WWE, like, oh well, we're just gonna have her win, and we're gonna go on and shut the fuck up. Give us a goddamn vignette. That pissed me off, for real, for real. But salute that she won. Good match. But god damn WWE.
Yeah,
You tried to surprise us with Jay Uso. Nigga been in the company the whole time. We see him every week. Oh, God. God damn it. Who's writing back there? These are the same motherfuckers that don't be gift wrapping their birthday gifts. These are the same motherfuckers that when you walk out on Christmas, you just see everything. They be like, oh, well, here it is. Let's go
Hey,
back to bed. Like, god damn, man. You ain't gonna let me tear the shit open? Oh shit, it's Asuka. Asuka's going crazy. Asuka's got that title in hand. Oh, Michael Cole go crazy. Corey Graves go crazy. Instead, you give us fucking
well, we don't
Goldberg.
have them kind of commentators no more either. So Pat McAfee is the energy. Michael Cole is
He
the
is the energy.
boss. Pat McAfee, I think he just say what he want to say.
He got Braun over. That's one big ass son of a bitch. And that became a thing for Brunson,
He's
Braun
the one who
Strowman.
got the yeet really moving too. When he was stand up on the desk
Yeah.
and shake his ass
Yeah.
like Pat McAfee.
He
got
was,
the energy.
and he was doing that as a heel commentator, and he got that over.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Pat McAfee. I never like thought
Because
about it. Like,
Corey Graves, he might say something, but he's kind of cool. Wade Barrett is like he does like real commentary. So like that energy, it's
yeah, Jay is the Mystery was whack. That was whack as hell. Thank God SmackDown ruined it.
Y'all gonna make me put my
You got the Sheamus fight night going. Dora, what up? What up? We see you in the chat. Make HP mad. I didn't want to get mad, but don't do Oscar. When you got world champion, people got to remember she wasn't out for like 3 weeks. Remember they were like, Rhea Ripley returns. The motherfucker was gone for 3 weeks. Oscar was gone for 13 fucking months and got harassed offline by some fucking weirdo wrestling fan. Y'all go to bed.
Oscar could have went and had a baby and came back. She was out for a minute.
Yeah.
She was. She was. Oh,
it,
man.
Sure. I'll say
You
this
see her
about the
winning?
match. It made me want to see a Oscar or Stephanie one-on-one match somewhere down the line.
Yeah, Mike, he got the Sheamus fight night thing going on too, and I forgot this happened. I absolutely hate what's going on with Rusev and Sheamus. They back to might as well bring the League of Nations back together. It's
Richard, you think that could work or no? Are you saying that like a smart aleck, or are you saying
no,
that
I'm
like
saying I don't like it. Like they've done
okay.
it's been no improvement, right? You just got more people on the roster, but they're not doing nothing. Kind of like Rhea attacking Raquel tonight. We've did this already.
They
I mean,
And
with
we
that
did
one,
this already.
that's to keep Rhea busy, to keep her out of the title picture for now.
But it's like, god damn, man, all these women in the division and you don't have her feud and nobody knew.
Right.
Like she's been fucking with Liv. Like, okay, man, you're got like Liv need. I feel like they're attaching Rhea as close to Liv as possible because, like what Archie said, Liv is hot. Liv don't get a guaranteed push like Rhea. Rhea's being pushed down our throat.
Liv
Bianchi
has
even
been a
mentioned that.
constant B plus B minus for the past 2-3 years. That's upper mid card, bro. Like
Who Liv?
Liv, yeah.
I would say Liv at lowest was like a B, like a B. Like she's been A plus. Like when she got with Dom, that them motherfuckers when she stole Dom from Rhea, that was like I ain't gonna forget when we had that short up and you asked me about who would I rather have? I told y'all Liv. Liv is sexy, goddammit. She looked like her. I wonder what that if I got a whiff, I wouldn't be mad at it. I'll say it like that. You know
We're
what I'm saying?
recording this,
And
HP.
I'm just saying, brother. Like she looks good. She wrestles well. She promos good, and she's not forced down our throat. She just kind of, you know what? This is still my division. Took care of Nikki Bella, whack ass. Thank you.
I ain't gonna lie, I
Her
did.
face in the dirt.
I was happy about that one.
Yeah. Someone stop this woman from saying all this recklessness.
Speaking of Nikki Bella and women and them doing things again.
Say it. Say it.
Do we need Becky Bailey again?
No. I don't want to say nothing, but no. I'll take it if it's going to be a good match.
That promo was way too long.
If that's gonna be what helps elevate the IC title for the women, then I'm not mad at it.
And that's what I would. Again,
you should have did that from the start. You shouldn't be elevating a title that's less than a year old.
And I also think that's not the way to elevate it with great matches and constant defenses. Lyra was just starting to get into that window. She can still get back. She can still be a 2-3 time champ. So I'm not mad at it. But why are we going to Bailey when you got a roster full of women? I just hate that. Like, she was just the world champ last year. She couldn't get success. And it's like, hey, I see. Can we let some of these other women that haven't had a piece? I'd rather see Machine and fucking or somebody. Not Machine. Machine's on SmackDown. But Ivy Nile. I'd rather see them run it back. 2 out of 3 falls match. Give them a specialty
that was
match.
Fired. And then Bailey looked like she was shook when Lyra was like, when you get the title, I gotta do what's best for me. Like what? Like it was weird. It was very weird to me.
I was gonna say that looked like. You think Lyra gonna turn heel?
I don't know who's heel and who's face no more, to be honest, because I don't know. Because Bailey came out and attacked like she was a heel, then she was babyface tonight, and Becky Lynch is. I don't like when my heels be like afraid. Like, what you scared of? You the heel.
That's why I like Gunther. Gunther's like one of the few, if not the only heel, that don't act like that.
I don't mind a loss of confidence, which Gunther had for a split second. But what did he do? He started choking people out. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. There's somebody going to sleep. Talking about me, you're going to sleep. So I agree with Archie. Your heel shouldn't be, unless it's a ploy to get a cheap win. Oh, hey. And like John Cena then kicks him in the nuts, and then
But even when you gotta think, it's been heels who have done that and made careers out of it. The Eddie Guerrero tossed the chair, fall to the ground thing, that's heel. Even I hate to say this name because I don't want to upset you. Ric Flair was a great heel.
I mean,
he was.
Yeah.
One of 16
like your heels
titles.
can be slimy, they can be sneaky, they can be crafty, but they don't have to be afraid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't like you. You got she was hugging. It was like, what are you afraid of? You're the heel. It's
kind of
like Michael Myers saying, "Excuse me, would you mind if I stab you?"
Is that how you think Michael Myers sounds?
Yeah, excuse me, would you mind if I stabbed you?
I need someone to do a voiceover. They
just a little cut. Just a little cut. I promise it won't hurt. No, it's like be a heel, man. Be nasty, be cheat, like. And I get it, but in the moment, it just looks a little weird. But
Kurt Angle was
y'all know how I feel about Becky Lynch anyway. She's the Eminem of the WWE. So
Becky Lynch can lose this title sooner than later, hopefully, and that'll make me happy because I don't.
Well, I'm gonna ask Gamaj. He's the title man. He's the man. Has Becky elevated the title? You think she will?
How long has it been now? How long ago was Money Bank? It's been, what, 1 or 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. I'll say this, in the 2 weeks she's had it, compared to Lyra's, 1 month having the belt, it already feels more important to me. If I'm going off of her first month at least.
But here's the thing. Lyra was just the water was just starting to boil with Lyra. The crowd was getting into her. Her matches were getting progressively better. It was just starting to boil. Then they took the pot off the stove.
Yeah, because I
But
think
it's okay.
because I feel like the plans for her, she's gonna get it back, but I think now
Yeah,
they
she'll get
want
it
to go
back.
for that chase. But what just
You
makes it
remember the
weird to
Royal
me,
Rumble?
weapon?
You remember the Royal Rumble when she walked out and like nobody said shit when Lyra
Yeah,
Valkyria walked out with the icy belt on and like. Well, that's not what crickets make, but you know the sound crickets make.
As
That I
CB
can't
said,
make
I
that.
said from the jump, Raw has more mid-tier women than top tier. SmackDown got more top tier than mid-tier women. The roster is basically a improper fraction. Bailey lost her aura. Oof. Ivy now needs a big push.
Yeah, they're treating Ivy now like Chad Gable, man. Or
yeah,
they're just avoiding it, and they really should have had that whole stable with belts at one point. They could have pulled it off.
they could have.
Tag team
Kurt
belts.
Angle was a
They,
great heel and babyface. Doshi. Yeah, Kurt Angle's a good example of that. Like, think about the heels we grew up with. We grew up with Rick Rude. We grew up with Rick Martel. We grew up with the dangly earring Shawn Michaels. Like, we grew up with some
there's
heels,
some
bro.
monsters out there. Erwin R. Shyster and Ted DiBiase, good tag teams that were still like the tag belts meant some
And they
shit.
never were the don't hit me heel. It's like it
Never.
Sid was real life like that. It's just different, man. And who were like women heels? Maybe it's a difference. Like, who were like women heels that we had that you
I,
could
I
think of?
always think of Nia Jax. She's like
I mean,
always the
like
first one.
throwbacks, like Luna
Oh,
Vachon.
yeah, Luna Vachon for sure. Luna Vachon for sure. Sensational Sherry at one point.
It
Uh,
wasn't many. Maybe
oh,
Fabulous
shit.
Moolah, but I mean that was like real life.
That's
She was
before me.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was a real heel. She was a heel in real life. That wasn't no gimmick.
my God.
Because even
Oh my
China,
God.
even as imposing as she wasn't really a heel.
Nah. She started getting real over with the fans, especially when she won the belt from Jeff Jarrett. And I
yeah.
like Vince McMahon was wilding, bro. They had like it was like a kitchen match or some shit. It was like some of the most derogatory shit that women, it just ain't doing that shit nowadays. Yo, Vince McMahon is the yo.
We're gonna be here
Thank
all
God
night.
this
We
happened in the
we
80s and
we, we do
90s.
that. But yeah, what else we
This man
gotta talk
gave us.
about on Raw, man? We miss anything?
I think we missed a few. What was the other match? We talked about Liv getting hurt. We talked about the two King of the Rings. We
Um,
didn't really talk about Goldberg, but we talked about it.
we had AJ Styles versus JD McDonough.
Oh, what's up with AJ versus Dom? Y'all cool with that?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I don't mind
AJ
the match.
Styles is another one in a weird position, bro. Because he could be a champ, but he also could be upper mid tier. He's in a weird spot. I mean, he's been in a weird spot for a few years in WWE, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, he's
WWE will do
not.
that to you.
It's like AJ's here, give him something to do. Okay. Because
What
they
about
could have done
Shinsuke?
so much with AJ Styles, and especially when he had the Good Brothers with him, even with Cody and their history, and just people that he crossed paths with in TNA. It's a lot, especially with the TNA merger. It could have been.
It should have been a thing where they begged for AJ to come back to take that
It could
title
have
off
been
Trick.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
And if he is ending his career in a few years, AJ Styles, you should go to TNA and remind people why you are the phenomenal AJ Styles. I would rather see him have one more TNA title run than a WWE
I
title
will
run.
take it off
they're
Trick.
not, they're not gonna give him a WWE title run.
They giving Trick one.
I would
I
love to see
mean,
him
I
take it
thought
off
you meant
Trick.
TNA. My bad. Yeah, AJ Styles will never be a champion again in WWE.
No,
Not no world title.
not a world title. No.
Maybe a mid tier. We'll find out here in a couple weeks when he gets the ring ready to.
Oh, uh oh.
Uh-oh. While he do that, come on, I gotta take it back.
That like I don't hear him. I'm like, what the hell?
I love you,
What the hell?
Oos.
It sound like they was at the door trying to listen.
Trying to grow me a mullet in honor of Jey Uso, man.
No, man. Next week, I don't think he wins. Next week, he got to take on Cody Rhodes.
So
That's
I mean,
I'm watching. I'm watching.
So
I gotta watch that.
So I'm gonna say this about how everything went down. Jay being the mystery opponent was terrible, but going to this point, it's kind of a good thing Jay was in the tournament, because if anybody else won, it would have been so predictable Cody was winning. If you look at the semifinals, Cody, Jay, Orton, and Sammy, it's a lot more unpredictable with those matches, because we could get a Sammy and Jay, we could get a Orton and Cody. These are all possible. I personally think it's going to be Orton and Cody. I think that's the more bigger match.
King of the Ring.
Rather see for Cody. Yeah,
man, please don't.
And that's how Cody gets his title shot back.
That's really how you make it make
sucks.
sense.
That shit. So, motherfucker was a champion for a year. First, Roman didn't get a title rematch, and he was champion for 3.5.
Yeah, Cody
didn't even lose a match.
Neither should Jay. Like, let's run it back. Like, if Rhea Ripley can show up and just insert herself in the title match, anybody can.
Cody will let anybody hit.
Damn.
I'm not gonna let that go. But Cody.
The
reason I said no Cody Randy is because there's too much history to just throw it away at a King of the Ring where there's no lead up to it. It's just we want, and I hate the fact the King of the Ring does not take place one night. I really do. It's just a couple of matches.
I feel
like, it doesn't have the same vibe. Like, you're really not the King of the Ring. You're doing these matches and you got a week off. Versus when Brett and Owen and Triple H and Stone Cold, they did their matches in one night. And not even so much Stone Cold or Triple H. Shit, I'm sorry, y'all. But the prelims were in 1 week, and then they did the rest of the matches in the night. So they had 2 matches. But Brett and Owen, they had to go through 3 matches. Your prelim, your quarterfinals.
Yeah, the King of the Ring tournament is not what it used to be. Hell, Royal Rumble ain't what it used to be. Survivor Series damn sure ain't what it used to be. TLC, like the PLEs are pay-per-view. Hell, they ain't even called pay-per-views no more. It's not what we got introduced to them as. Survivor Series used to be crazy.
They still couldn't wait to that shit.
Because it was damn near dream matches. Like, these people would never be on the same team. They would never, like, it was something to watch. Now it's Roman Reigns and them doing the main event and then a double cage. Like, that's it.
It's War Games. Like,
yeah, that used to be
was even special. Game. War Games was fire.
Yeah,
double ring? Come on, man.
Yeah,
I see Pullo mentioned Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn. I don't know how to feel about Karrion Kross no more, because he was hot. He got himself hot, and it's like, give him a T-shirt. And that's all he got out of being hot.
And
he got a T-shirt and a new ponytail. And that's it.
People are getting themselves over, which is what the WWE should be thankful for. We didn't have to do this. Organically, we got it. New stars, new faces, new matches. And we're not going to honor it. We're just going to walk away like we don't hear this. To give you what you don't want. Goldberg versus... rather get Karrion Kross versus Gunther. And Karrion Kross doing mind games on Gunther. Like, Gunther, you weren't always the ring general. There was a time where you were...
Hold up. I got a question. SCB says she's conflicted, but Cody needs this. Does Cody need this? Because Cody's been missing. We seen him come out in the Arn Anderson tracksuit the other night, but Cody shouldn't need anything right now, right?
That's a good question. I think if you want to legitimize Jey Uso needs to win. Cody could lose, and people will still expect him to be in the title picture. But Jay Uso lose, and it's gonna see. We told you he shouldn't be champ.
Jay
He
Uso
beat
lose and
Cody
he
Rhodes.
start going reverse and going on a skid as a solo is going to be bad. I think he needs to get with Big Jim ASAP.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would be okay if Big Jim comes out to help his brother win the match.
And they need to get it on with the New Day. Run that. I wouldn't mind them running that back. We ain't seen it in a while. Just because the New Day needs something. New Day they've been spinning their wheels with the New Day.
They don't know what to do, man. All these black tag teams running around.
The Profits too. I mean,
and it's a good tag team division over there on SmackDown.
That's why I wish they would tag teams like all around, but they just because did we even get a tag match tonight?
I don't think so.
Raw don't really have
everything was team. Like the tournament matches, which is like 4 people. So
yeah, you got the American Made, you got War Raiders, you got. That's why it's like just combine the belts and put everybody over there. Because then you got other tag teams that be dip. Because remember it was like Carlito and JD McDonough. Then you had Finn Balor and like they would, but now Carlito gone. Hey, Xavier Sookie Johnston Woods. Yeah, my man was wilding today. Ron Killing's the only person that can take that title off Cena. I disagree with that.
I think after this, was it this match on SmackDown? That might be it for the whole Ron Killings Cena thing.
I think they fucked it up a little bit.
A lot.
Because Ron Killings is not what people wanted back. It's what we're getting, and it's like, okay, cool. But we wanted R-Truth. We were cool with R-Truth taking that belt off Cena. Ron Killings being a heel and being serious and cursing people out, it's shock value. It's, I like it.
I mean, is he heel though?
Huh?
Is he heel?
He could never be heel.
So remember, when they use the terms heel, it's only the behavior of the character, whether the fans, because if you judge it by the fans, 1 week you one thing, 1 week you another.
Yeah, I don't think people even call him a heel, to be honest. He's just like a serious version of himself.
No, it's a heel because you're attacking people from behind. You're going on that's all heel actions.
I mean,
I guess everybody a heel.
He's doing it
tonight. That's all that was
not a heel. Like Cody Rhodes isn't a heel. Jey Uso isn't a heel. Gunther is a heel. Dom is a heel. You can tell the heels by their actions. You can tell the baby faces by their actions. Now, whether the crowd takes to them or not is a different story. You know what I mean? You ain't seen Jacob Fatu jump on somebody since he turned face. And now all of a sudden I think they're gonna ruin the pot with him a little bit too. Because we like that.
I think the only way you want Jacob if you have him doing comedy stuff. Once you start that, and he's the dinosaur from Planet Funkadactyl, then we got a problem. He's the werewolf, the cartwheeling werewolf from Werewolf for Jupiter. I don't know.
I think we still like to see the savagery of him because that's how he came in, and they kind of tailing it back, and they're giving that role to JC Mateo, and sudden Solo getting hot.
I ain't gonna hold you. Solo cooked on SmackDown. I like this Solo.
Yeah.
Solo said, "I brought you into this world. I could take you out."
But you know what it is also? This is the Solo this is how he was in NXT.
It took him a while to find himself. It took him a while.
Yeah, they just kind of get a little bit too far away from. If you were to bring people up how they were in NXT, a lot of people would have different careers in home main roster.
Yeah.
A lot of people' careers would be different. That whole roster would look different if people came in and from NXT how they were in NXT.
I think Triple H. I don't know, man. I don't know why. I get it. It's a small crowd. I get it. It's in the same place every week at that time, but some people just got a bad deal, bro. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think we hit everything. We about to hit an hour chat. Y'all got anything before we get up out of here? Y'all good, fellas? Y'all got something?
I'm good.
Else? You good?
I'm good. I'm ready to hit y'all see me yawn about 4-5 times. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
I
so
ain't
happy
mad
for
at.
Jay Uso, man. I'm gonna send him another DM.
I hope it gets to the
Oh,
finals.
I'm gonna
I
hit him
don't.
like, hey, big head.
You think Randy Orton goes back to the finals and loses again 2 years
Man,
in a
Randy
row?
Orton, look, man,
look,
I'm so disappointed in Randall Key Orton. Randy Orton's supposed to be kicking people in the head. He's supposed to be RKOing people on his way up out of here because we only gonna have Randy for a good 2 or 3 more years, if that. And once Randy goes, we'll never see nothing like Randy Orton again. Randy Orton is not talked about enough. I don't think he's really appreciated. And you should be the legend killer. You should be going out add more names to the list. Because when Mark Henry went out, the Hall of Pain was in business. Randy should be active, getting it in. I don't know what he can and can't do. I don't know if it's a Roman thing, because Roman's been in and out. Randy's been in and out. Even CM Punk has been in and out, but he's been more in than out. Punk shows up, he does something, he might go home for a little bit, but he comes, he shows up. I think Randy Orton should be on a complete tear right now, unless he's not physically able to do so, and we're not getting that. Since he came back, Randy's been like the second act since he's came back, because even in his return, CM Punk returned. So he's never been, the spotlight has never been fully on Randy Orton since he's been back, and I don't like it. So
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. But
shout out to
shit,
Randy
yeah.
Orton. I got a crazy
I,
Randy Orton Waffle House story I'll tell one day.
yeah, brother, do tell. I would like to. I love Waffle House.
I know you do. You like Malcolm Muscle when he asks all the wrestlers what they Waffle House order.
Oh yeah, yeah. They could come ask me. I know my shit.
You the breakfast bowl, man, ain't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You gotta love that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with breakfast, brother. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know.
Sometimes
Uh,
all we had was breakfast.
I ate some cereal the other day, some Cookie Crisp. I
That's
was
like
like,
one of the
this
best parts of being an adult, and then we're gonna get up out of here unless y'all got something. You can eat as much cereal as you want. Cause as a kid, bro, I had so much cereal in my house, you would think somebody told me I would never eat cereal again.
man, I just finally found one of them double chocolate chip cookie crisps. Been looking for that.
The double
Yo,
chocolate
I ain't
chip
gonna lie,
cookie?
man. Cookie Crisp is trash. It's not trash. It's just I don't know, man. When I was a kid, I used to be like, "Ooh, oh yeah." I've had better cereals. Um, that Oreo Puffs. You seen
Or
Oreo Puffs?
the
Yeah,
Oreo
that one.
Reese's Puffs. No, Reese's Puffs cereal go hard. I never had the Oreo Puffs.
I didn't. I saw them in store, and I was like, "Ooh, I like Oreos. Let
Yeah,
me
I've
see
had
how
them.
these go."
Bro, it's so
They're
many
good.
cereals. It's so many Dorito flavors. It's so many Hawaiian Punch flavors. It's things. It was a red back in the day. It's something about Hawaiian Punch. It never get cold. It could be
And never.
frozen and still be warm.
Now, yeah. Now, y'all ever mix two different cereals in one bowl?
Come on, baby. Yeah, what you
Yeah,
talking
hell
about?
yeah. It depends on which ones though. You can't just mix anything.
My thing was chips, because I grew up when chips was 4 for $1. I used to get 4 different bags of chips, ask the man at the store, give me the brown paper bag, crunch them up. I created munchies. Then Frito Lay sold it and made $1 billion. I just need a little cut. That's all.
Yo, maybe it's the OCD in me. I wasn't mixing no fucking chips. I
You
used to
never
eat my
crunched
trail
different
mix.
chips up? Oh man.
Fuck no.
Damn.
I had to, I was a fine connoisseur of chips. I had to eat the whole bag of chips before I started the next one. It wasn't. I don't like trail mix
Popcorn
like that. I gotta
ice
eat.
cream bars? I ain't never heard of that, Polo. Chelsea said
Chelsea
Oreo
Miller,
Puffs, Chef's Kiss. Never, never. Mike, you
salute.
like me. Nice little bowl of frosted flakes, chop up a little banana in there. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
agree.
old
I had
man.
the
That's
Oreo Puffs.
we
Oreo
old. We
Puff is
old,
fire.
Mike. We old, but it's all good.
He trying to get healthy. Listen to me. Cut a little banana in
Little
there.
banana. Little banana.
I'm not
Y'all know
putting
I'm
no
on my
banana.
health journey. I hit my goal, so I gotta set another goal.
Get some y'all. You know what I like for healthy cereal or healthier cereals? Honey bunches of oats. That's when I knew I was an adult because I started eating that shit like you know like
And
routinely.
I realized I was, maturing. Raisin Bran Crunch, dog.
Yeah, is good. I'm with you. It's good.
As a kid, you
It's
couldn't give me no Raisin Bran.
no.
Now,
You know what I used to hate eating? Smacks. We had roaches. So like before my mom got us the
hey,
Tupperware,
easily to be confused.
yo, I used to be freaked out. Like,
My mama called them sugar smacks. That and corn pops is her favorite cereal. Like, but
corn
this time
pops
I
is
know
cool.
how y'all real or not. What y'all know about King Vitamins and Kaboom?
So Polo, let me tell you what cereal mix I used to do. I used to do the Captain Crunch chocolate or the Choco donut one, and I would mix that with the Captain Peanut Butter Crunch. You do that, it's like a Reese's Puffs on steroids.
First of all,
Apple
time out.
Jacks and
You was a
Fruity
kid doing that,
Pebbles.
or you was an adult?
That was both.
He did it yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gamage comes from privilege. Cause I ain't never had no. We used to have like it was like Captain something else. It was like if you like Captain Crunch, try me from ShopRite and shit. That I used to hate. That shit gets so. That should be wet fast as fuck. As soon as you
You
hit it
said
with
the
the
most
milk,
New Jersey thing ever. Shop right. Jesus Christ. Boy, you triggered me just now. God. Woo, my Jersey days was crazy. Shout out to
oh
Magnolia
my
Street up
god.
there
Yeah,
1 and 9.
ShopRite. I can't even do ShopRite. It was like Western beef. I was lucky if I went to
All
Seatown.
right, man. See, man, Gamon's about to upset me. Yeah, but shout out to y'all. Before we go, y'all got any like weird food combinations? Like we thought this is what we doing attitude. We start with wrestling and we end up somewhere else. Like any weird food combination. Like I like to eat grapes and olives together.
I'll try it before I say something.
And
If I like both,
watermelon and vanilla ice cream, fire.
You know what? I
Fire.
did do that. I've done that one. That's actually not bad.
that shit sound like it might be something, Archie.
Fire. You hear me?
You said
Yeah, but that's
watermelon
like
and
my
vanilla
weird
ice
food
cream.
combination.
Grapes and olives I can see because I like olives. I'll fuck some olives up. I like it because my kids don't eat olives, so I can just like V8. When I my first that shit heading to my first, she was like, "Can you go and get me some juice?" I come back with a whole bunch of V8 because don't nobody like that shit in the house but me. So I
Mike
ain't gonna
said the
waste this
cereal
shit.
didn't even come in a box. It was in a bag at the bottom of the shelf. On that note, man, we getting up out of here, man. Mike, you win. You win, Mike. God, them big ass bags of cereal that you couldn't seal back up. Man.
That's the ones to get them roaches in them.
Hey, we made it. we couldn't be here today. But it's a good feeling to think about where you've been and where you
You ever
could be.
open that bag? You ever open that bag and then you try to pour that shit and that shit just like launch that shit? You be like, oh
I just
shit.
don't
And then
know why in the year of 2025 there aren't resealable cereal bags. Because now I got to eat this whole box of cereal because it's going to get stale. Or you tear it the wrong way, then pouring it in the cereal everywhere. It's like
you know
resealable
what
cereal.
fucking kids do?
Actually,
These fucking let me tell you, this is why I know they fucking menaces. They take the whole fucking bag out the box and then pour it and then try. I'm like, yo, what do you do fucking the box up? They couldn't read back then, so now I understood. But like, you supposed to
See, if I did
read
that
the
as a
bag.
kid, see, HP, we come from the day when there used to be little prizes in the cereal. I flipped the box over to try to get the little prize at the bottom.
Yeah, they don't do that no more.
When they stop doing that?
Bro, that's been years.
I remember
Get the
waking up
prize in the
early.
bottom. Man, me and my sisters used to be in competition to get to the bottom of that bag.
Yes.
You know how many fights that started in the crib for that little slap bracelet? You're going to die behind the slap bracelet.
Hey, tuna fish and beets, Vinny. They get tuna fish and beets. My kids fuck around. They eat the worst kind. They eat shit that don't even belong in the same food groups. They don't belong on plates together.
Dang.
You gonna get it.
Hey, like I said, it's good to be able to look back to see where you come from. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Man, shout out to y'all, man.
Liver?
We got the best, huh?
Does anybody's like, because I know my grandparents used to make us eat liver.
Oh, I liver. I used to love liver. That was it.
This nigga's an animal. You love liver?
Liver, little onions, little gravy, little rice.
Oh my god, I'm about to be sick.
You can fry it, you know what I'm saying? HP, you eat gizzards.
Nah, fuck some gizzards up. Gizzards are totally different though.
They chewy. Like gizzards are different. Liver, nice, little smooth, a little buttery, a little tangy. Look, see, but I'm an animal. That's not
Fuck some
normal.
gizzards
That
up.
you just have a picture of gizzards just
You
easy,
fuck some
accessible
gizzards
at
up.
all times.
Ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I fuck some gizzards up. I'm getting hungry right now looking at
I
my
know,
back.
and I know the gizzard spot where you live don't close till 4 a.m. So
Always accessible. You know what I'm saying? Gizzards are always
always accessible. You know what else is always accessible? Attitude Era Podcast. So we need y'all to hit that subscribe button and that notification button so you know when we go live. I don't got nothing else, fellas. Y'all got something? You know, we be talking like this all night. But Raw was solid.
Oh,
I
you
give it a
be
nice 7.5.
chitlins?
Tying up some things and all right, Polo. This how we end the conversation. And you from California. I didn't know people in California ate chitlins. Thought that was a southern thing. I'm born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana. Spent my adult life on the East Coast in Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't have a memory ever touching a chitlin.
I've never touched a chitlin. And I don't eat at fucking Cracker Barrel either. We don't do that. Fuck that. I've
Respectable.
gotten plenty of arguments with my spouse about that shit. Now I ain't got no spouse, so guess who ain't going? Not this guy. 2-time Money in the Bank loser, baby.
At
I
least
ain't
one
going
good
to no
thing
fucking.
came out of the separation. You don't gotta go to Cracker Barrel.
Oh
Oh
my god.
man, chat. I hope this week is good to you and good for you. Hey, pig feet. Now y'all wilding. Vinny the goat. What did Vinny? Yeah, Vinny might be the snack lord. He might be the snack god over there. So
Like, oh man, this chat is crazy. Oh man,
this
salute to
chat
the
is
pig.
refreshing. This chat is cool, man. The best chat on the internet. So
Franklin with
salute
the
to the
pig feet
pig
too.
feet. Nah, we ain't never saluting the pig feet. I did used to eat pig lips though when I was a kid.
Of course these horsemen dining on. I mean, they killing it. The swan eating pig ass.
Hey,
Oh,
you know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
yikes.
I'm thinking it, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeet, Mike, yeet.
Yeah, shout out to Mike. Yeah, Mike, the chat, man. We about to get up out of here.
Chat funny as fuck.
HB. Y'all funny. Gamaj, man. Gamaj got a whole new life over there. We didn't even know, man. He grew up eating the finest of cereals. You know what I'm saying? Nice little brownstone in Brooklyn.
Ain't no fine life. I was eating out of them Ziploc bags too.
Oh man, I'm tired. But I had a good this was a good show, man. Shout out to the chat once again. You know, and happy birthday to Sandman. Sandman's birthday today. He showed us some love on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the hardcore legend himself. And I got a birthday this Friday, I believe. So shout out to me. I made it.
Salute.
I might eat one of
bro.
them weird meals for my birthday, man. What y'all suggest? What's a good weird birthday meal?
Not chitlins. Not Cracker Barrel. I eat the chitlins for eat Cracker Barrel. Jesus Christ.
If I had a birthday party at Cracker Barrel and invited you, you ain't coming?
I swing by the parking lot, good brother.
Hey, technically you was there.
I ain't going in. I'm not doing that. Fucking
Oh
logos of
man.
white dude sitting on a barrel.
Life with a side of weak things that y'all bugging.
Oh yeah, we can't
I
support
don't
this
think I
shit.
ever had life cereal. Now that's a weird cereal.
What? The cinnamon life used to be I used to sprinkle the sugar on the top, and then before you pour it in, you gotta verify you got the right amount of sugar by
But I
taking
like
one
my
square.
cereal soggy. So I would like shredded wheat get soggy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got that from
I know
Kelly
some,
Rowland. Don't ask me
but
how I got that from Kelly Rowland. You know what I'm saying? In the form of life. But yeah, I got that from Kelly Rowland. Soggy cereal. Shout out to Kelly
I'm
Rowland.
going on a cereal date.
Oh, Kelly. They have
That's what I'm gonna
cereal
do.
bars, which is odd. So
Sardines are okay. We out. They talking about sardines and shit. Crazy. The chat is crazy tonight, y'all. If you like soggy cereal, Archie gonna
Hey,
love
sometimes all
life.
I had was sardines, brother. The ones in the mustard or the hot sauce. Shout out to my stepdad. My stepdad did a lot of time in prison. I can make a mean cheese sauce out of a bag of Cheetos. Let's hope it never comes to that again. Man, in this live, man. We getting up out of here,
All
man.
right,
We'll
we
see
out.
y'all.
We out.
KOTR podcast. Peace.